Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. And today we have another phenomenal tarot reading. And we hope you guys are all well, Capricorn. And in this reading, we have the apple, yeah, and it's here for, nutrition. No, it's not. It's here because somebody's lusting after you. Yes, they are. And because we have they're open to love with it. So here's my deck, if you guys want to get it, right? But this person is open to love, and the link is below in the description box, you guys. So unless you're lusting and you're open to love, right? That could be. It could be both, but this is the theme here, definitely is. And so before we begin though, Capricorn, if you'd like your own psychic reading, you may always get one. We do them on the phone. They're lots of fun. They're very personal. And we do a tarot spread at the end. So you get two different unique insights. You do. And yeah, if you don't know somebody or you don't trust them, you can get one on them. And also, Capricorn, we do tarot readings. If you'd like one of those, you may have one. And if you want a free 5-minute psychic reading with Mystic Sense, please click on their link below. Okay, so if you're looking at the reading, you can see the ship here twice, right? And yeah, and so this is the Six of Swords. In this deck, it is spades. That's fine. But this is a transition and a journey. We can see it here. Why are there two? Because I have a huge deck here and they both came out. So, there could be two things going on, but it usually means that this is a major confirmation that somebody is in transition here, right? And so we start with the chicken. And, here he is, or she, I'm not really sure, but I don't know if it's a rooster. Maybe it is with this kind of top here. I'm not sure. But the chicken is about the past, and it's about somebody who's sometimes really familiar. It can be about somebody that you kind of really respect or hold dear to you sometimes, because it is like folklore, like tradition, and things that are kind of, very familiar. Somebody may be familiar here, right? You might know this person. And, maybe there's just some tradition here that they like or you like or something. It could be. But we have belonging. So it looks like somebody feels like they belong to you. It does look like that. This is Janet Frame, and all she wanted was to belong. And, she moved to the United States, and they tried to give her a lobotomy. That's a true story. And she escaped, right? And somebody was telling me about them. They don't always, not everybody, recovers from those. Yeah, they don't always recover from that. And so, they were using her like as a guinea pig. That's kind of how it sounds. This is, I don't know, in the 50s. I'm not sure when that was. But anyway, she's holding the eel, which is interesting. But Janet Frame was, from what I can, know, it's somebody who's kind and who just wanted to really belong. So that's what somebody wants. And they want to belong to you. They love you. They're open to love, and they're lusting. This person is in transition on some level. Now, I don't know if they live far away or if they're leaving. A transition is always change, right? I'm in the middle of change. So, right? And so maybe they have, ended a cycle or closed something out or moved away from something, right? Cycles end for all of us all the time. They do. And new ones begin. Yeah, and we're just, right? And we're having an eclipse a lunar eclipse on March 25th. And that is going to be about endings and new beginnings. They usually are. And that will be, it's going to be a special one because the nodes are also there. Yeah, really interesting. The lunar nodes, I feel like the south node is conjunct with the south lunar node is conjunct with the Libra moon, the Libra full moon. So it's going to be really interesting, and I'll be covering a video on that on my other channel, Divine Soul Astrology, and tomorrow I will upload that. And you can see the link at the top of the comments. Okay. And I cover all the signs, right? So getting back to this, we see change and we see death. Now, death here is, it's a transformation, because it's interesting how they call this the Four of Swords or Spades, right? But, this beautiful woman, here's her mother, and, she had a fever and she almost died. So when she was having that fever, I guess when her body was very maybe, weak and just kind of real, maybe, where she wasn't kind of holding a guard or kind of, right? And so, and it could have been, uh, maybe she just was, in her psyche, right? Just kind of really having an awakening during her sleep, during her illness. But when she woke up, they didn't know she was going to wake up, I don't think. But when she woke up, she realized she still loved Mr. Willoughby. Yeah. So, and so that's a trip here. Somebody here realizes that they love you. That's what this card is all about. And that in that way, this everything changes here. That's why it is death. It is profound change. So there's been a change here already with the Six of Swords twice. Some type of movement, change, ending. Yeah. And we have they're open to love, and we have they're guarded, past wounds. So I'm not sure how they got the past wounds, Capricorn. I wasn't there in first grade, when they had a really mean teacher, or and a mean big sister, and maybe a mean mom. I don't know, right? But my point is, there's some past wounds here. Maybe it's from childhood. Maybe it's with you. It could be. We have the chicken, which can talk about the past sometimes. But this person is open to love, and they do love you. It's right next to this card where, I don't know her name. Her name is Letitia. I just don't know what her name is. But she's the one who, realized she still loved Mr. Willoughby. She thought it was over. And it's right next to their open to love. So this person is coming lusting for you, missing you, and guarded. They didn't know they loved you, Capricorn. Yeah, they were, kind of a big ninny here, right? That's okay. Sometimes we don't always know. We have to learn sometimes. That's how we learn the best way. We always learn the hard way, right? With the sledgehammer, right? We don't learn with, little golf cane or whatever you call it, golf club. We have to learn with the sledgehammer. That's what I think anyway. I think it says that for sure under Sagittarius. But most people learn the hard way. That's how it is. That's how they finally get it. Yeah, they finally get it. So let's see what we have, Capricorn. For you or your person or both. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So let's see what we have. The bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands. So somebody wants to win with you here. They do. Yeah, but they're guarded. So I don't know how that's going to go, Capricorn. Yeah, they have their own past wounds over here. Sure they do. And let's see what else we have. Let's go ahead and cut the cake. The deck, right? Yeah. Let's see what we got. Queen of Pentacles, Three of Swords reversed, Eight of Cups. Yeah, see, somebody leaves something here. In the past, it's showing up. Now, I don't know if they left something else. Three of Swords reversed could be a third-party ending right here in the challenge or the crossing influential energy. So there could be a couple situations going on here, especially with the Six of Swords twice. How many times can you make a transition, right? Yeah. And so let's see what else. We have the Star, Ten of Pentacles, the World card. Here it is, the World. Yeah. When I was little, I didn't know the difference between the world and the earth. I'm like, what? What is it? I think it was 4 or something. Okay, let's see what we got here. High Priestess, Ace of Swords. Okay, so this is a huge reading. We see the Three of Swords over the moon, over the World card, and this means can be a cycle ending here. Three of Swords reversed. The heartbreak is over. The disappointment, the heartache, a third party maybe too. Now here is the World card under it, and the World card is a cycle ending all by itself, because somebody made it to their major maturity. They've come full circle. Something, right? Or they ended another cycle. They could have suffered on the way. The World card is, we kind of usually do suffer, and until we become mature, don't we? Yeah, and then your mom, she says, "I told you," and you said, and then you say, "Shut up, mom." Just kidding. No, you don't say that. No, but you might say, "Mind your own business," or when the younger people will say that to their parents sometimes. But this can be a major maturity, definitely, because when you have the World card, you've gone through 20 other cards, or I shouldn't say cards, but 20 other pieces of the journey. And some of them are not good. Like the devil's not very nice. And, the death card might be hard. The moon depends. The moon card could be difficult. And, there's some others. So, the world card is here. Something ends here for sure. And we have the Eight of Cups is also an ending. Yeah, it's like, he's leaving. So there's the ending, right? But this Eight of Cups is about an ending for progress. He goes, I can do I can do better somewhere else, or I can be fulfilled somewhere else. That's really what that means. And, and who knows about Sarah, I think that's her name over here, who woke up and said, I still love Mr. Willoughby, maybe before she went to sleep, she was in love with somebody else, or she so thought, or she was with somebody else, because it just looks like there's another situation here. It does. All right. Now, here's the Seven of Pentacles, Capricorn, and you may be the one who is wondering all about this. Because there is some unknown in this reading. There's some confusion, I should say. And I mean that because we have the Seven of Pentacles, how does my garden grow, or what am I going to reap from this? And the Two of Swords is, I'm wearing a blindfold. So there's always a sense of confusion here, or not knowing, or feeling really frustrated because there's some confusion sometimes. So here in this reading, maybe this is you doing this, but this reading here, when we look at the oracle spread, this person is coming and they're in transition to tell you that they're open to love. And I don't know what they told you before. They were, I don't know, open to, to have booty calls, or I don't know. I don't really know about booty calls, Capricorn, because they also call that, FWB, friends with benefits. I feel like they do, but hey, I don't really know about that because, I've never really been into that, right? But hey, it works for some people because they both respect each other and they do that type of stuff. That can definitely be kind of like Venus and Aquarius, right, in your natal chart, right? Because Aquarius is independent and they really like their friends, and Venus is about love. Yeah, it could be. That could be I know for a fact that is part of that placement, yeah. Because I was, interpreting somebody's chart, and I'm like, oh God, right? Friends with benefits. So yeah, and that person confirmed it. Oh yeah. All right, so let's get back to this, Capricorn. But we have somebody wondering here, you or this person, if something else is over, or maybe if the heartache is over. And, your person, Capricorn, could be wondering if you're no longer heartbroken. Because this person is guarded, and they didn't know that they loved you until they woke up. So it's possible that they think you're angry. Right? It's possible here. I mean, Janet Frame had to run away from, some kind of crazy people, who said that they were sane and she was nuts, but they were the one trying to do the lobotomy on her. So I see it the other way around. Yeah, and she was fine. She escaped, and I don't know, she went to go live somewhere, but yeah, she just got into the hands of the wrong people. You're safe with me, Capricorn, all right? You are. All right. So let's get a couple cards here. And we see, excuse me, we see the Seven of Pentacles. Let's have a look at that and get a card on it for Capricorn. And now we have the Knight of Swords. So somebody's wondering, I feel like if they come in quickly, if the heartache is over, or if that's going to be a problem, maybe Three of Swords sits in the challenge, even if it's reversed. This could be like, I wonder if Capricorn will still be thinking, maybe angry or something like that I had her in a third party, or him. It's possible. Because this person's guarded for a reason. They're guarded past wounds. Not guarded just because, you know, they went down the street and somebody said something to them, right? Hopefully not. And the 7 of Pentacles, we're going to get another card here. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. And so maybe somebody's wondering if you're single. This can also be, well, I've entered a third party, and I wonder if me being single and available is going to be good, is going to be enough. Because there's some type of energy here where somebody feels like the other person was either heartbroken, past wounds here, was heartbroken or disappointed, and they don't know what's going to happen because here's the 7 of Pentacles with the 2 of Swords under. Yeah. And the 8 of Cups is in the past, so there was some type of departure here for somebody. Hanged Man. And he's in the upright. I mean, reverse. So he's standing. So he got down off the post. Somebody got sacrificed here. Or something. I don't like to say somebody. Released. It's way better. Because remember, when the hangman gets down, he's releasing himself, or he's been cut and he's been released. So it's better to say release, because sacrifice it's just not good. No, it's not. I mean, if we're talking about people, right? So if we say we sacrificed, I don't know, I made a, you made a sacrifice to stay home and do homework or something instead of, going out with the girls, and that's a little different. But yeah, so something's been released here for sure in the past. And that has to do with these 2 ships here and this transition. Yeah. The star is showing up, and that is the mindset, or, what's on your mind, or, yeah. And the 5 of Pentacles. This is healing, some kind of being left out in the cold. It can be having a lot of hope and inspiration to kind of leave something that is completely, 5 of Pentacles, something that is lacking. Yeah. Somebody could have been with somebody else, because the star is a new beginning in this reading. Yeah, it is. And so it's in the mindset, and here's the 5 of Pentacles. Now, this can be somebody who's afraid you're going to leave them out. It definitely could. But there's also something that was lacking, that is left out, left behind. And that's when Sarah says, oh, I still love so-and-so. So I'm Mr. Willoughby, so I have to leave something else out, basically. Or I realize the lack without Mr. Willoughby, right? Yeah, and now we have the 8 of Wands in the upright. So this is all sitting with the star, and this is change, progress, and hope for that. It definitely is. I feel like it is a new beginning, because in the potential outcome, we see this card. Yeah, which we'll talk about in a minute. 10 of Pentacles is a completion of sorts. It is. Any 10 is. So is a 9. 9 of Pentacles, that's you, and we have strength. So we have courage here, patience. And courage doesn't mean that nobody was ever afraid. It means that you develop self-mastery and you do it anyway. That's really what it means. You have patience with yourself. Look at, she loves herself. That's what the strength card can mean. You love yourself. She's hugging the lion. Yeah, and the lion is just like, like a romantic partner, right? If you don't believe in yourself, they won't either, right? No, they won't. Only your mother believes in you, right? When you're down and out. Maybe your dog, right? Let's see what we have. We have, and this is courage here, self-love, patience. And this 10 of Pentacles sits here as like a new beginning, like something really solid, like family life. The World card with the Queen of Wands. Here she is with her black cat. And so this is living an inspiring life right here. This is the concern. I want to live, and maybe there's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag. Here's Leo, potentially, right? And then, but let's get another card. And this is the concern. This is to have my wish, the World card. This is a complete, like my life is coming full circle. And that's what Sarah Willoughby said. Oh, wow, my life's coming full circle. I almost died, and I realized now I went through an awakening that I love Mr. Willoughby. So this World card, it can be an awakening of sorts. It's usually ending cycles and getting your wish and majorly growing up. Yeah. And some cycle ends because of this maturity. It's like a change. And then we have the Four of Swords. So Capricorn, you might be praying that this is going to happen. You could be meditating on it. And you may just be in reflection on this here. Because we see these two cards that talk about I'm not sure. And they are tandem here, right? And we have the Seven of Cups. So this is more confusion with the Two of Cups. So this is a trip here. And so this here in the environment, in the psyche and psychological environment, is somebody who doesn't know if a choice has been made here for their kind of happily ever after. This can also be in this reading, I believe, really what this is, just like Sarah. She said, I don't have any choice. I realize I love Mr. Willoughby. Right here is like Two of Swords, Two of Cups, Seven of Cups. Like, I have no choice but to choose Capricorn because Capricorn is my Two of Cups. That's what's going on here. Because they are open to love. They're lusting for you with the apple, Capricorn. And, right? Yeah, for sure. And so the stars here, yeah, and then Sarah, of course, right? And now we have the High Priestess and the Eight of Cups, which is underneath the other Eight of Cups. So here we have departures, right here. So it happened in the past, and it is in the hopes and desires here. And, you know, here's the High Priestess with it. This is like, I hope my intuition is right about walking away from something so they can be with you. About this transition, this change. Yeah, because Janet Frame didn't know it was going to happen either. Oh my God. She goes, well, I'm going to America and it should be all good, right? And so she gets here and, you know, they're like, oh, you know, I feel like they were like practicing on her in a way. Because she did have some emotional baggage. She did, for sure. But I don't think it was, you know, enough for a lobotomy. No, I don't think so. So anyway, but she didn't know it was going to happen, but she wanted to belong, and this person wants to belong to you. Yeah, they do. Yeah. And Ace of Swords, it's in the potential outcome with the Death card. It's a new beginning and a transformation for sure. For show, Capricorn, it sure is. And it's always really beautiful here, but you can see somebody got hurt here. They're guarded past wounds, right? Somebody made some poor choices in this reading. That's kind of how it looks here. So that's what happens, right? Your life is just a sum of your choices, right? For sure. Yeah. So we're going to end this reading, Capricorn. Really beautiful, right? Yeah. Somebody's they're coming to get you, Capricorn. They're wearing a red coat. See right there? This guy looks like he has a little bit more money than this guy, though, right? I'm bad. Thank you so much for joining me here, Capricorn. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And hit the little bell so you can be notified. Yes, and tomorrow I will be posting in the comment section my new Libra eclipse video. And yeah, thank you so much, you guys. And that will be at the top of the comments.